live in a world where we're constantly told that we should be ourselves, be our authentic selves. However, how many people do you know that are them true, authentic selves? I think most people are living the polar opposites to this. And we've all been there, we're all there at school. I know where I was following the latest trends. I was wearing the designer clothes, wearing the coats, the bags, all of this stuff, seeking any type of validation I could possibly get due to the insecurity that we all had at a young age, some more than others, myself included, was very high. Many people unfortunately transfer this into their adulthood. They'll buy the fancy car, they'll buy the fancy watch, they'll get the house that they can't afford, they'll get all of these materialistic possessions that think that will make them happy and think that other people will approve of themselves, that are not actually deep or meaningful to them in any way whatsoever. We're just following the crowd. The most happiest, the most authentic people that I've met are ones who are living true and authentic lives to themselves. They don't care at all what anyone thinks. They'll walk into the room and they'll speak to anyone and not care about what that guy thinks over there. They'll speak as loud as they want. It doesn't matter what environment they're in. And I praise this courage to be able to do this, because I know that I myself have not developed that ability to just be myself 100%. And I know this is one of the biggest regrets that we all know people have on their deathbed, that I just wish I was myself. I wish I said what I wanted to do a bit more. I wish I lived a life true to myself instead of living in fear all the time. We all know this, but unfortunately the majority of us go through our whole lives and nothing ever changes. We're not that person who we truly are inside. And I think myself as a content creator, regardless of you having 1 subscriber, having 1 million subscribers, having 1 billion eyes on you, there's good and bad sides to this. The good side is you learn more about yourself, more than anyone else will ever learn probably. I've probably learned more in the last year and a half since I've been posting on YouTube about myself inside than most people will go through in their whole life. I get to speak to you and basically just say what's on my mind, what I've been going through, how I've dealt with it, how I've overcome it, and basically kind of relay that to you. And a lot of people won't obviously do this. They won't start a YouTube channel, and this is the great side of being a YouTuber. However, the dark side of it, regardless of having, like I say, 1 subscriber, 1 million, 1 billion subscribers, is everything that I say I have to hold myself accountable to. Or at least I feel I have to hold myself accountable to. If I tell you porn's bad, if I tell you eating junk food's bad, and I go and do this stuff, I go and fap away for hours on end, I go and eat a burger, I go eat some shitty junk food that I've just told you not to eat, I'm nothing more than a hypocrite, am I? And this is something that I have really felt over the last few months. This is why I kind of got the idea of this video. And for me, the combination of deep reflection, introspective work, whether that be journaling, meditation, or just spending time alone in whatever capacity that is, along with experiences in your life, you will become more and more authentic to who you truly are inside of yourself. How do you truly know the difference between what your true values are, what you truly desire in your life, than those that are objectively given to you by society? Having the house, having the car, starting a family, all of this stuff. How do you know if that is really what you want? A couple of questions you could ask yourself if you are someone who thinks, you know what, I've watched this video, Thomas, and I think I'm not very authentic to myself. And it's good to have the humanity to admit this, because I know through the vast majority of my life I've not been very authentic at all. I've lived in a very authentic life. I could tell. I've lived different stages. A lot of people will look at me and think, I'm 23, why should I listen to this guy? And my answer is I've experienced a lot of different things in my life. I've been to university, I've been through difficult times with my mum and dad, both seriously ill. I've been in the party scene, I've been doing a lot of other stuff that I truly regret. Working normal jobs, casual sex, a long-term relationship, you name it, I've probably been through it. And I know at 23, it might not seem a lot, but I think there's a lot I've taken from my lessons so far that I can give to you. I'm not sure exactly where I was going with this point, But obviously the bad side of it is that I'm just thinking constantly about what can I do? What can I do that I'm saying is wrong and right? And I think it's very important that you take some reflection and look at the point where you are in life, wherever that may be, and think this is authentic to yourself now, and it's okay that times will change, and as that you will change. And I think that is a part of growth over time. I think we should all be growing, but like I say, I was there in the party scene especially. That's probably something I refer to that quite heavily, and I look back and I knew this wasn't for me. I'd be there just standing there awkwardly, not the most sociable guy, very introverted at heart I thought anyway, but it just wasn't for me. I'd be doing these things because I thought other people would validate me. I thought I'd be socially accepted. And unfortunately, a lot of people won't look inside themselves and one, want to do it, and two, again, have the humility to admit, I fucked up. I'm not being true to myself. And as though as hard as it is to just initially kind of rip that bandage off and just say, okay, I messed up, I'm not being true to myself, in the long run, it really does pay dividends. And I hope this is something that you can look into and think about. What would I do if money didn't exist for me? What would I do if I wasn't scared of other people's judgment? And you might just say, well, I'd be living exactly how I want to be. I highly doubt that's true. Because if you're anywhere around my age, if you're 23, like I've just turned 23, if you're 23 or maybe a bit younger or maybe even a bit older, I highly doubt you've lived a very much of an authentic life. And I think for myself, this is going to take me 5, 10, maybe even a lifelong journey to truly discover who I am inside. I think I've got that to a decent level, and I definitely have a long way to go. I don't know how long it will take, but I think that is the kind of one of the keys to peace of mind. And I could come on to the YouTube channel, I could try and imitate someone like Andrew Tate, and I probably have done somewhat when I've watched his videos and think, oh yeah, that's who I should be. I should have his persona, I should have his outlooks on life, and all of the things that come in between. But that's not me, and I've truly learned that that's never going to be me. And I could probably be a lot bigger on YouTube if I said a lot more controversial takes, or say you should definitely do this, say it with a lot more conviction. A lot of people kind of say, oh yeah, if you say things, you're a lot more polarizing. But if that's not true to who you are as a person, that's not the right thing to do. And in the long run, you are never going to win. And that's what I always look at. I'm always looking at the bigger picture. What's going to take me to where I want to be in the long run? And if you're always being yourself, whatever it is in that moment, even if things change over time, you're always going to win. You're always going to win for yourself. And that's why I like to document this journey, wherever it takes me, however big or small, whatever you think of this channel, whatever it could become. I will always have this to look back on and think, okay, this is what I thought at this moment in time. And especially going forward now, everything that I say is going to be exactly what I feel and think. And I think having that will truly kind of open up your eyes. And that's why I would always encourage everyone to start a YouTube channel and just think, this could really help make me become who I am, who I need to become. Because I think it has done for me, and a lot more people need to live authentic life. I think that most people will die. I'm not sure exactly what the title of this video will be, but I reckon it was around 95% of people will die just living an inauthentic life, not doing the things that they want to do. You know, the top regrets people have on their deathbed. It's not being who they wanted to be. It's not being scared of what people thought of them. You know, stuff like this that is kind of all linked with just being authentic and being the person you want to become. And this will take time, and you might need therapy, you might need a long time of meditating, a long time of journaling, whatever it takes. But like I said, I would refer back to the questions that you could ask yourself. What would I do if money didn't exist? What would I do if no one was here to judge me? And really think back at those times. But I hope this video has helped you in your journey of becoming a more authentic individual, because I think that is one of the things that if we could truly master that in our lives, that would help us. And the quicker you can master this, the quicker it is for yourself to live a more fulfilled life. Like anymore, I'm not wearing designer clothes because that's not true to myself. Like I'll come on wearing just normal clothes, any clothes that I don't care about that stuff anymore. It doesn't mean anything to me. And find that inside yourself. What would you do if these things didn't exist? Social, financial, environment, anything. What would it be for you? I hope this video has helped you. Leave a like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. I feel like I've not recorded a video for a while, so might seem a bit rusty, but definitely getting back to more videos. Any suggestions, please do leave a comment below, and my one-to-one coaching link will be below. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.